everyone, welcome back to my nest at Zen Mother Hen. Today in this section of our meditation series, I want to talk about a concept called the witness concept, sometimes called the observer in meditation and as it relates to meditation. I want to guide you through a short meditation that utilizes this concept of our ability to watch our thoughts or observe our emotions, as opposed to being caught up in the sea, the tide of them at every moment, which is normally how we operate. So our brain is always working and always going and creating thoughts and sometimes creating problems and issues that don't even exist. The brain is a very powerful thing and it's there to protect us. And it does a lot of positive, but very often it gets caught up on what I'd almost call, I don't say imaginary, but caught up in problem making, seeking chaos, as a good friend of mine says, or it gets super caught up in the past or in the future and has this inability to be right in the moment that you're in right now. So this concept of observing your mind is what we try to accomplish very often when we're in meditation. So let me guide you through just a few quick minutes of this concept. So wherever you are, lying down or standing or seated, or you could always be walking, listening to a meditation. That's another option. Wherever you are, just take a deep breath in through your nose and open your mouth, exhale it out. If you are seated or reclined or standing, an invitation to close your eyes. Of course, if you're walking, I'd rather you not do that. But if you have your eyes closed, or if this brings up any angst or discomfort for you, you can cast a soft downward gaze in front of you. So wherever you are, just soften behind your eyes, relax your jaw if you can. Allow your tongue to fall free in your mouth. Notice if your shoulders are bunched up by your ears, and perhaps invite them to soften down the back. Perhaps allow your chest and your belly to sink a bit down, as if pulling down towards the earth below. Notice right away as you come into this place of relative stillness, if it's jarring, disconcerting, uncomfortable. Notice if your mind is resisting it, if your body is resisting it and wants to move, if your mind is trying to drum up all kinds of scenarios, to-do lists, things that happened yesterday, things that may happen in a week. Just notice all of that. Just become aware of it. Perhaps for the first time, noticing that happens. And so often we are moving through our life in this automatic process that we have no real understanding or awareness of what's happening. We're just so used to our minds buzzing or our bodies feeling in a certain way that we very often don't take a step back and say, hey, look what my mind's doing to me right now. Look where it's pulling me. So perhaps in this moment, see if you can notice what thoughts are present. Perhaps it's a grocery list. Perhaps it's a conversation you had before you sat or one you need to have. Perhaps it's a project that you need to do, a phone call you should make. And see if you can hold those thoughts in your attention. Holding them almost as if you were holding a ball, a pen, any object, just simply holding it, acknowledging it. Just notice if you're breathing now as you do that. If you're not, can you allow yourself to take an inhale and exhale out? Notice if your mind is pulled back to that thought and hold it again. Maybe maybe allow yourself to let it go, as if you're placing that object down onto the earth, just gently, letting yourself know that you will come back to it if it's necessary, if it serves you. Come back to your breath. Perhaps notice your next inhale, the tip of your nose. Exhaling out through the nose or the mouth. Notice if you're clenching your fingers, can you soften through there? Notice if you have tension in your belly, your back. Can you soften there as well? Take a few more moments here and observe if you're being pulled right back into all of those thoughts. And it's okay. It's okay if you are. Again, this is what your mind has been programmed to do. We have spent years and years operating this way. So the notion that you can observe and maybe elect to move away from what's automatically generating in your mind, elect to move away from it for just a moment, is probably a new concept. It's a tool, and perhaps you didn't realize you had. And so be kind to yourself. This is a new journey, perhaps a new practice for you. And that's really all it is. It's practicing noting the mind's activities and perhaps moving away and realizing that you don't have to be a slave to your mind. Noticing the difference between brain bondage and mindfulness. Mindfulness meaning becoming aware of it, perhaps moving away. In your next inhale, I invite you to deepen your breath a bit, perhaps wiggle your fingertips, your toes, create a little movement in your body. And draw your hands together at heart center. Perhaps press your thumbs into your chest. Maybe dip your chin towards your chest. And just for a moment, just notice maybe what that was like, that exercise. Maybe it was really challenging and impossible, and you were not able to move away from your thoughts. It's fine. Maybe you were able for a second to do so. Or maybe you just realized that there is the part of you that thinks, and then there's the part of you that can observe the thinker. And these two different parts that are present for you. And if that's all you became aware of, how wonderful is that? Allow light to take on meaning for you. Open your eyes. Thank you guys so much for sharing this time and space with me. I hope to see you again next time when we move into our next chapter. From my heart to yours, my friends. Namaste.